No. They have to say something.
February 20th.
The 20th.
20th.
February 20th.
20th meeting of the Wheaton Park District Board of Commissioners. Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Morrow?
Here.
Commissioner Mee?
Here.
Commissioner Kelly? Here. Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Here.
Commissioner Fry?
Here.
Commissioner Fahey?
Here.
President Vyers?
Here. So either we have a group sheltering in place, or maybe there's a strategic plan update, Mike.
There is.
They're going to attack us.
Thank you, President Vyers and Board of Park Commissioners. It's always a terrific pleasure for me to introduce our annual report out for our strategic plan. As you can see, we have many people here today ready to report out. Most park districts, I would say most municipalities, most school districts, most public service providers, when they undertake strategic planning, typically a very expensive consultant is hired, and a handful of staff, typically senior and executive level staff and elected officials, are interviewed, and a strategic plan is written. And then without a lot of input from the entire agency, without a lot of input across the organization at question, a plan is written and then typically set on the shelf. The Wheaton Park District likes to do things a little differently. The Wheaton Park District likes to involve as many folks from our teams as possible in directing the future of the agency. The Wheaton Park District likes to involve its elected officials as committee members on what we call our charter teams as we guide and direct our annual strategic directions in 5-year increments. We are very proud that this is how we do business. We use a coach. We use a coaching team from the Corporate Learning Institute, spend a lot less money than your typical unit of government, and we are guided through a process of strategic development through major project initiatives that their intention is not to impact one division or department, but to impact the culture positively for the entire park district as a whole, from service, from public service to how it is that we interact with one another as team members, how it is that we communicate with the public. With us today, we have representatives from our 7 major project teams that have been working diligently for 3 years on our current 5-year strategic plan. These 7 teams are comprised of 62 staff members, part-time, full-time, all walks of life, all walks of the hierarchy, including board members, who have written a plan that has now completed its 3rd year of execution across these 7 project areas. We will continue to push into year 4 of this 5-year strategic plan, and by the time year 4 is done, we will be well on our way to drafting the next 5 years of our direction for the Wheaton Park District, and we look forward to presenting the results of that work to you a year from now. Without any further ado, it gives me great pleasure and pride to introduce our 7 charter teams to present our 2018 Year 3 Strategic Plan report out to you today. Thank you.
I'm Michelle Podkova, and I'm the museum manager and educator. I am a proud member of the measurement, survey, and analysis team. Every year we partner with University of Illinois at Chicago Business Department to survey district staff. This is a free service to the district, and it's mutually beneficial to all involved. In 2018, the survey was done in January and February for the employees and in March for the supervisors. Nearly 300 employees and 61 supervisors completed the survey. UIC presented the results in May. Changes in the 2018 survey included questions that were added to gather more information for all of the charter teams. So that allows them to make more changes early on and see more results on the next survey. We moved up the results so that charters could make even more changes throughout the year so that those results would be more readily seen. And we added more questions about communication as communication kept coming up on all the surveys. For future objectives in 2019, our measurement team is excited to announce that we've started surveying seasonal employees. This is quite an endeavor because we actually have to start in the fall before the year of the survey, since a lot of our seasonal employees are not here in January when we take our survey. So last fall, they actually took the 2019 survey for us. And we're hoping after we evaluate it this year how it went, we can make changes and include more seasonal in the following years. The survey was offered February 11th for non-seasonal employees, and that will also be offered this Friday. March 1st will be our supervisor survey, and again, we have a goal of late April to early May to get the results so that we can move that a little earlier and try to make even more changes for the next year.
Good evening. My name is Deb Ditchman. I'm a proud member of the Board Partnership and Community Engagement Team. I'm the Environmental Education Supervisor for the Park District, and I work over at the Lincoln Marsh. Our team members include those listed as well as our sponsor, Donna Siciliano. This past year, we worked with the Wheaton Chamber of Commerce to create welcome packets. These packets include information for all the Park District facilities and are being distributed to our new neighbors as they move into the Park District. We also secured, in cooperation with the Wheaton Public Library, over 500 books, which were donated to the Little Free Library over at Cosley Zoo. To become more recognizable and approachable, our park staff are now wearing branded t-shirts when they are working in the parks and at events. To help keep staff informed of the business within the district, monthly emails are sent reminding them of the board meeting and letting them know where they can review the board packet if they are interested. And finally, we began to use Campaign Monitor email software to send out e-newsletters for facilities and for marketing e-blasts. Next year, we will begin the process of researching the application process to recognize the Wheaton Park District as one of the best places to work in the state of Illinois. We will be expanding our Little Free Libraries to include the Community Center and the Lincoln Marsh. And we will reach out to other libraries to secure donations. We will also begin to include the Park District's annual calendar of events in all of the new welcome packets. And we will reach out to our local realtors to help distribute the welcome packets to our new neighbors. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rick Napier. I'm the Daytime Community Center Manager for the Wheaton Park District. I also proudly serve on the Internal Communications Excellence Charter. In 2018, our charter consisted of 3 subgroups focusing on OneNote, survey analysis, new hire orientation. Our group is called for various departments across the district, including finance, human resources, recreation, athletics, Cosley Zoo, and parks. Our Year 3 accomplishments are as follows. OneNote has been successfully installed across the various departments and divisions of the district, with training continuing as needed and follow-up to ensure effective use. In 2018, the UIC and new hire orientation surveys have been analyzed with specific communication problems to be addressed in 2019. And the new hire orientation onboarding is ongoing and regularly evaluated via surveys and staff feedback. In 2018, we had 7 sessions with 40 total participants, and we were also included in the aquatics in-service with approximately 200 participants. The new hire parks and facilities van tour has been finalized. A scripted map have been created, and the first tour is slated for March 27th, 2019. And also in 2018, we had Leadership Academy. Leadership Academy freshman and sophomore years have been completed successfully with 97 leaders attending. 28 freshmen attended 8 workshops. 69 sophomores attended 6 workshops, and the workshops were approximately 2 hours in length. Also, 21 individuals received one-on-one developmental coaching, and 22 Wheaton Park District staff members led Leadership Academy sessions in 2018. The interdepartmental partnerships and collaboration team is now finalized, and will begin sharing software programs for communicating with one another in 2019. Our Year 4 objectives for survey analysis. In response to the 2018 survey, we will be addressing the communication shortfalls, ensuring we were meeting the needs of our new employees via internal survey following onboarding. Department and division orientations will be revamped for consistency. We'll also be creating and providing a virtual tour of facilities and parks to be included on the Wheaton Park District website for internal and external use. And our interdepartmental collaboration, a contact directory will be created. It's a flowchart contact directory for each department and division to help streamline the process and cut down on call transfers. And we're also looking into Skype for Business to explore implementing that to help cut down an email for short answer questions. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Tammy Romeko, Education and Guest Experiences Manager at Cosley Zoo. Tonight, I am here as a member of the Program and Recreation Services. In 2018, we surveyed program managers to help identify challenges they may be facing in relation to securing appropriate programming space or time that they are needing. We presented general considerations for pursuing partnerships and developed and implemented a partnership tracker tool to help those same program managers and other park district staff see what relationships are already established and maybe explore some new opportunities for various other programming areas. We conducted a facility usage report looking at various spaces to see how it's being utilized, when it's being utilized, that may help with other program areas being able to utilize some different spaces so they can offer some additional programming. And we also developed the Wheaton Park District Program Space Catalog, detailing the various spaces of the district, what amenities they have, and what type of usage there may be. So again, as an additional resource for staff as far as different spaces that they could utilize throughout the district for their different opportunities. Our 2019 objective is to create a district-wide manual to assist with the development, alignment, and marketing of programs. Taking some of those resources and tools previously developed in the past years, consolidating them all into one resource for our staff as a reference guide, and new areas that we will be looking at to include in this as well will be marketing and branding, kind of helping staff remember what those branding guidelines that are set forth by the marketing department for the various departments and facilities, pricing structures and protocols, and quality, just as, again, a good resource or a tool all in one location for staff to utilize.
Hello, I'm Daniel Novak. It's a pleasure seeing you all tonight and those at home as well. I'm here to report on facility planning and profit and sustainability. When we say this, and over the course of time, we like to use the word culture. Working across departments, we've developed this motto, our mission and vision, into our day-to-day culture in all departments. It's the way we do business, and all are aware of that. Year 3 accomplishments, we saved nearly $25,000 in our RFP process. We ordered over 8,000 shirts amongst the pools, the camps, park services, aquatic runs, and special events. We knocked off $1 per shirt on each order there. On timing for races, we knocked off $1 in the RFP process per runner. And then in our special events, rentals, sound and lights, equipment, we roughly saved about $11,500 this year in that process as well. Rounding out December, we're still climbing that hill of the office supplies. looking for a bulk supplier, one-stop shopping across the district with office supplies. In December, we sat down with 3 vendors, heard their proposals, their offerings, their needs, the bells, the whistles. And again, now moving into year 4, we need to reach that summit and again, examine the apples and oranges and see which is the best vendor to go with. We'll begin next week by recruiting new members to join our team and really try to focus on the office supplies in year 4. Also in year 4 here, we kicked off the RFP season through January and February. RFPs are out for multiple facilities, multiple programs, multiple events. They're due in March 1. We'll shift through that. People love doing business with us, so again, we'll continue to see savings as we RFP things year in and year out. Without further ado, the mighty green team and Aaron.
Hi, hello. I'm Erin Rominski, restaurant manager over at Arrowhead Golf Club. I think I know all of you. I'm here to represent the Wheaton Park District Green Team. I will take you through our 3-year accomplishments on how we are greening our park district. First, we have created educational outreach components for staff and for patrons to encourage greener living practices at home and at work. We have done so by creating monthly Facebook green tips and e-blasts. A quick example for you, salt tips for the home, benefits of CMA versus the road salts. Also reminders of recycling your holiday lights during the holiday season. The Green Team members have hosted 2 lunch and learns. This is a fun opportunity for the Park District staff in cooperation with the Health and Wellness Committee to share and spread our knowledge. This year's subjects were lawn care with Justin Kirtland and garlic mustard as an invasive species with Tara Johnson. Second, we evaluated green practices that advance the district and community-wide green initiatives. Our Green Team participated in educational opportunities through Scarce and the IPRA. We've had a class on watershed and water quality hosted by a Scarce employee, also a tour through the Scarce facility, and a charter sponsors attended the Green Team Pit Stop Workshop. That is hosted by the IPRA and is an excellent networking resource for us. We also have 6 new recycling receptacles for Central Athletic Center. Hand dryers were installed in the restrooms at Arrowhead. 4 garden boxes were built at Toohey Park. These are to be used as an outdoor learning environment. Monarch butterfly waste stations were created and certified at Toohey Park and Arrowhead Golf Course. Over 1 ton of batteries have been recycled. To give you an idea of how much that is, imagine almost 17,000 AA batteries. I think they stock less at Target. Okay. We have implemented new athletic league facility upkeep guidelines. These are to encourage green habits and behaviors at the fields for all of its users. Lincoln Marsh and Scarce provided environmental educational opportunities for over 400 preschool and camp participants, AKA our future greenies. The Wheaton Park District Green Team has continued to seek and apply for appropriate local and national certifications that will further advance greening our park district. This year, we were awarded the Water Quality Flag. This is given by Scarce and the DuPage County Stormwater Management Committee. This honors our dedication to stormwater management, which is done through permeable pavers, parking lots, water retention and detention areas, native plantings, water edge stabilization. Currently, we are working towards our Audubon certificate for Arrowhead Golf Course. This is a multi-year, multi-step process. As of right now, we do have 4 of the 7 steps accomplished. Okay. Looking forward to our year 4 objectives. We will continue our educational outreach for patrons and staff, encourage green living practices for home and for work. We will explore opportunities and green initiatives that will advance our park district community-wide. This will be accomplished through service projects, special events such as the native plant sale, and athletic recreation recycling initiatives, which we've started. I know we have 54 new recycle bins that have arrived, and they will be on our fields for 2019. Okay. Last, we will continue to seek and apply for local and national certifications that further advance greening our park district, with special focus on the Audubon certification for Arrowhead Golf Course. And that is it from the Green Team. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
My name is Brian Morrow, and I am with the Parks and Open Spaces team. For year 3 accomplishments, we have completed the budget for 2019-21. We have spent over $2,987,100 in capital projects in 2018. And our project statuses are tracked periodically, updated to measure progress as well. And as far as improving our internal communications, that is 100% completed. Our project statuses are communicated weekly to department heads, and individual projects are coordinated with affected staff members. Projects are also reviewed and discussed through the budget process. As far as improving external project communications, we've added the Friends of Memorial Park meetings to review plans as they have evolved, and we receive feedback from the public on that as well. Some of the projects that have been completed have been the alarms and surveillance systems, the Arrowhead entrance sign, Rotary Park fountain, just to name a few. And then for our year 4 objectives, for the capital project budgeting, we continue to include projects from the master plan and all the capital budgeting. And we track and periodically update to measure progress of projects within the master plan. And as far as our objectives for the expanded communication efforts, we're looking for tools to administer surveys and focus groups. We want to replicate the models of Friends of Northside Park and Memorial Park groups for other parks with locations where we have large projects. So in closing, I would like to say the strategic and master plan provide the roadmap to guide the Park District on its way to reaching our objectives and goals. As you've heard tonight, we have been successful in attaining many of these goals and objectives by following our plan. On behalf of the staff, I want to thank you for your ongoing support, and we are excited to work with you and the public and the community to achieve many more goals in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Questions or comments?
No, I think you did a great job. Mike, they did such a great job. Are they going to get the heck out of here?
Yeah, I think that if it pleases everybody, that you don't need to watch the rest of this meeting unless you're really very interested in so.
And don't feel shy.
Yeah, this is your time. You can get it.
See ya. Thanks.
For the hard
job.
work. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to community input. And Donna, I think we have somebody here today.
Oh, we got one.
Good evening. Could you give your name and address for the viewers at home?
Sure. Greg Kojak, 452 Brighton Drive.
Right. Hey, Greg.
Hi. Good evening. Thank you, President Vires and the Board of Commissioners. I'm here tonight to reintroduce or introduce, I'm a little shy and gray on the background, but the sport of platform tennis. And I bring it up because I live in Wheaton. I've been in Wheaton for about 5 years, and I traveled to Glen Ellen, which is a fantastic program and a league. They've got 294 members there. League is about 60 players, and I continually play with Wheaton people. So we travel that way. We pay their dues. We pay their Park District fees. We pay their court fees. And on top of just Wheaton, there's North Aurora people and North Naperville people. So there's certainly a draw. And Glen Ellen has a fantastic program and a facility to do it. So I'd like to introduce that to the board and also kind of give a little bit of background. I feel like this is going to be a little bit like Shark Tank. I've got some props. The only thing that I don't have is a cool video with platform tennis. I wish I knew I could project it because it's a fun sport.
Let me guess, is that a racket and a ball? Okay.
You're quick. Could not bring the court with me.
So the history behind it, platform tennis started as an East Coast country club sport. It essentially was a lot of country club people that were stuck inside during the winter and wanted something fun to do while they had to keep paying their dues. And so country clubs caught on, and they built these outdoor facilities. And it's grown tremendously nationwide, especially in Chicagoland, as people are searching for fun winter outdoor weather sports to get out of their house once a week to play and socialize. Chicagoland platform tennis is experiencing the fastest growth in the nation. And a few examples of that are Ruth Lake in Hinsdale. They just built 4 new courts in the last 2 years. Chicago Highlands in Westchester built 4 new courts. Edgewood Valley Country Club in LaGrange built 4 new courts. Butterfield Country Club in Oak Brook built 4 new courts. Skokie Country Club in Glencoe built 3 additional courts. Winnetka Park District is looking to move from 6 to 8 courts, and South Barrington added 1 court. So obviously there's a demand there. Just a couple of details on the sport itself. It's played on a raised platform. It's grit, so you can't actually slip. The panels are underneath that have natural gas that are pumped underneath them, so there's no snow and there's no ice. It is surrounded by a chain link fence, so even though it's a platform, it's impossible to fall off the platform. It's a year-round sport, however, it's the most popular during the Winter League, and next most popular by the Fall League. Outdoor lights and natural gas burners are under the grit panels, allow for play to occur down to the single-digit temperatures and play to last until 10 p.m. As I said, slipping is rare as the natural gas melts that ice and snow. Matches are usually played in pairs and consist of best-of-3 set matches that last approximately 1 hour. So a little bit about that Glen Ellen League. Monday nights, there's 10 teams, 6 players per team. Matches are played starting at 7, 8, and 9. The facility is BYOB, but it has a strict cleanup after your self policy, and last one leaving turns off all the lights and heaters. If you get more experience and you're interested in competing with people at your level, kind of like flights and golf, you can join the Travel League, and the Travel League is on Tuesday nights, which in Glen Ellen is 16 men's teams and 4 women's teams. And so with that, you either travel to compete with local clubs, the clubs that I mentioned, or you host teams from other local clubs. Besides just the competitive factor, just an example, my wife and I got invited to go play in a couples league, which it's really not competitive. It's just a way to get out on a Saturday evening, get the babysitter in, and go have a couple beers or wines with some friends and go outside for a little bit and bundle up. So there's an element that's more than just, the competitive league play and competition.
Always competitive.
It gets competitive sometimes, sure. Some of the amenities are pretty interesting too. So every facility that I've seen has a warming hut. It's similar to a golf halfway house. Usually can accommodate 15 to 25 people and is at the center of the courts. Huts are heated. They have washrooms, flat screen TVs, fireplace, and leather couches. It's a great venue to socialize and relax between matches or after matches. The huts are locked and can be accessed via key card, which is only activated once you pay for your membership. So there's no way for outsider to come in and just rummage and pillage through that warming hut. So the costs and the revenues, I was introduced to Mike Graham, who's the president of the Glen Ellen Platform Tennis Club, and he actually sent me all his financial modeling that he did for the 2-court expansion project, so now they're up to 6 in Glen Ellen. And also the grant request. You can actually request money from the American Platform Tennis Association for building costs. And Mike's 2016 2-court expansion proposal outline, he cited $75,000 per court construction costs, plus a $25,000 cost overrun contingency. Obviously, Wheaton costs are not known at this time, and revenues are subject to memberships. But I will cite one final key data point that Mike Graham revealed, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but it's part of his proposal. The last important point of consideration is warranted. The Hinsdale Park District served as a springboard for Glen Ellen as our founding players moved west and created a new facility and program. To the west of Glen Ellen, there are no public access courts. Areas such as Naperville, population 145,000, Wheaton, population 54,000, and St. Charles, Geneva, population 55,000, resemble Glen Ellen 5 years ago. Active park district, high school tennis teams and private tennis clubs, people looking for an outdoor experience in the cold Chicago weather, and players who live locally but travel far to join a platform tennis program and/or team. So he's clearly making a point that if we build it, they will come, and that's what's happening. So as I mentioned before, I'm meeting more and more people in this league that are from Wheaton. I think we might have the space, the resources to do it, and I think it also bolsters the community. So in summary, platform tennis is fun. It's a great sport. It's a way to get outside, and sometimes it's hard. It's 22 degrees and it's Monday night and you're wondering, why should I do this? But once you get out there and you see all the people and they're energized, it's a great experience. It promotes teamwork and will enhance our Wheaton community, which I love. I've been living here for 5 years. It's in line with the Wheaton Park District mission, and you can, of course, enjoy a libation with your neighbor after your match. I want Wheaton to have their own platform tennis program. Thank you.
Where is the Glen Ellen facility now?
It's over off of 53. It's by,
It's in Maryknoll, right
Maryknoll.
behind,
Maryknoll?
yeah, Health Track.
But is it a Park District function?
It is.
yes, yes, Glen Ellen.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Any other community input, Donna? No, that's it. All right, let's move on to the consent agenda. Somebody have a motion ready for the consent agenda?
I can do it.
It's Terry's.
Terry,
Move to approve the consent agenda, items A through D as presented. A, approval of the disbursements totaling $1,461,068.84 for the period beginning January 9, 2019, and ending February 12, 2019. B, approval of the January 16, 2019 regular meeting minutes. C, approval of the February 6, 2019 subcommittee meeting minutes. And D, approval of payments exceeding $10,000. Payment of $10,150.30 to Wilson Trophy for the 824 champion, 824 finalist medals, 55 champion, and 55 finalist trophies.
I'll second.
So we have a motion by me, second by Fahey. Is there any discussion? Right?
Should we, and maybe I'm missing it, but add this post or past issuance tax compliance report? Is that, it's attached to this, Mike?
Oh, you know what? You're right. That did get left off of the agenda.
I can amend my
Yeah.
motion to
Thank you very
include
much. It
that.
would be item E, the bond issue, post-issuance compliance report. It's just an acceptance of a housekeeping report. Thank you, Ray, for catching that.
Kevin, you'll amend the,
I will amend, yes.
okay. So we have a
Still
motion
second.
by, Ray, good job.
That was a good catch.
Motion by me, second by Fahey. Any other discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Morrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes. New business, item 1, ordinance 2019-01. Does somebody have a motion ready?
I'll move for the approving the terms and authorization of ordinance 2019-01, the execution of the First Amendment to lease agreement between the Forest Service District of DuPage County and the Wheaton Park District for the lease of a portion of Lucent East parcel.
Second,
All right, so we have a motion by Fry, second by Hodgkinson. Any discussion?
Are we charging them for that? It says revenue to be determined.
Well, the revenue to be determined would be for the first rental that's not athletic in nature that we would be contemplating hosting there. So, yes, there would be a charge. We don't know. We're working through details.
Okay.
Any further comments? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
Commissioner Morrow?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes. Item 2, Northside Pool Stairs. Somebody have a motion ready?
I'd move,
Go ahead, Jane.
I'd move to approve the base bid from, is this Shafkus Brothers? Is that how?
Shafkus.
Shafkus Brothers, Inc., for $64,000 at a 10% contingency for the Northside Park swimming pool stairway.
Yeah, I'll second.
Go ahead.
Hodgkinson, and motion by Hodgkinson, second by Fahey. Any discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Kelly,
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson.
Yes.
Commissioner Fry. Commissioner Fahey.
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell.
Yes.
Commissioner Me.
Yes.
President Vires.
Yes. Item 3, the netting project. Does somebody have a motion ready?
Yeah, I'll move to approve the base bid from Northern Illinois Fence for $39,689.
Second.
So a motion by Fahey, second by Fry. This is for the Central Athletic Complex sideline netting project. Does anybody have any comments? So, Rob, this will keep balls from flying off the fields there along Main Street and into traffic. Is that the idea behind this?
Sure hope so.
Yeah,
Was I
thanks
good?
thanks to the
Seems-
city for
Seems like a good idea.
cooperation.
All right, Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Hodgkinson.
Yes.
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey.
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell.
Yes.
Commissioner Me.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Abstain.
President Vires.
Yes. Item 4, the Rotary Park project.
I move to recommend approval of change order number 2 for Kloss Brothers for Rotary Park, reducing the contract amount by $2,029.48.
Second.
Is that Morrell second?
Yep.
Motion by Hodgkinson, second by Morrell. Any discussion?
I love getting money back.
All right, we could do a voice vote on this. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, the temporary restrooms at CAC. Somebody have a motion ready?
I'd move to approve the cost not to exceed $19,700 for provision of a rental restroom trailer from Service Sanitation for the Central Athletic Complex during construction.
Second.
Motion by me, second by Fahey. Any discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Voice vote?
Oh, I guess we can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Item 6, Community Center Chiller.
I'll move that we approve change order 1 from Mechanical Concepts for the community center chiller replacement in an amount not to exceed $2,482. There's two components, which is comprised of 2 components, a credit for leaving 2 inertia bases and an add to perform the rigging on off hours.
Do we want to add the 86 cents?
It's a not to exceed.
Got it. I'll second.
We'll give that one to Fry. It came in just under the wire. So we have motion by Kelly, second by Fry. Any discussion? Okay, we can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7, the golf course equipment purchases. Somebody have a motion ready?
I'd move to approve the purchase of 2 Toro Reelmaster 3555D mowers at a cost of $122,221.90, which equals $61,110.95 each, and 2 Toro Greens Pro 1260 rollers at a cost of $25,181.96 at $12,590.98 each through the National Intergovernmental Purchasing Alliance, contract number 2017025 for the Arrowhead Golf Course.
Second.
So motion by me, second by Morrell. Any discussion?
I just had a question. So there was something about we're gonna sell the ones we have? Or does that go, do we do that at auction or do we?
We typically auction everything now.
Okay. And I saw that we're getting rid of 1 roller. So do we only have 1 now and we're going to 2?
I gotta
Or are we
defer to
keeping,
Bruce.
We have 2,
we're getting rid of 1, we're gonna have 3?
correct.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All right, Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey.
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell.
Yes.
Commissioner Me.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson.
Yes.
President Vires.
Yes. Item 8, the carnival amusement vendor. Somebody have a motion ready?
I'll move for the approval of a 3-year contract awarding JBR Funways to be the carnival amusement vendor at the Taste of Wheaton, July 3rd, and Pumpkin Fest at Cosley Zoo for the 2019 through 2021 seasons.
Second.
So we have a motion by Fry, second by Fahey. Any discussion?
They've done a good job.
Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Fahey.
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell.
Yes.
Commissioner Me.
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly.
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson.
I just have a question. July 3rd?
Yes.
The fireworks is where we have the
Fireworks, okay, yes.
See it all the time.
Thank you, Dan.
And where was I?
Bob Fry.
Commissioner Fry.
Yes.
President Vires.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, item 9, the 2019 special event beer and wine sales. Somebody have a motion ready?
Yeah, I'll move to approve to serve beer and wine within the fence perimeter of Memorial Park for 2019 Taste of Wheaton on Monday, or on May 30th, 31st, and June 1st and 2nd.
Second.
Motion by Fahey, second by Fry. Any discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Morrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Mee?
Yes.
Commissioner Kelly?
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes. Item 10, the Rathje Park pull-ups for Patriots Project. I understand we have somebody who's going to present.
Yes, President Vires, we have Greg Kantz with us this evening, who would like to address the board regarding this matter, who was the chief fundraiser behind this charitable project.
Thank you, Mike. President Vires, board members, and those all at home looking or watching. I'm Greg Kantz. I'm the president, founder, developer of Pull-Up Bars for Patriots. Well, y'all ask, what is Pull-Up Bars for Patriots? Never heard of it, really. We are a nonprofit 501c3 charity. Our mission is to raise pull-up bars in the honor of fallen, sets of pull-up bars for fallen service members, and while also encouraging physical fitness within the community. Slide. That is the Pull-Up Bar Memorial. It's an interactive memorial. Unlike a tree, a bench, a statue, we actually have a memorial that is a set of pull-up bars. This encourages people to come out, do pull-ups in honor of the fallen, and with our soon-to-be-developed app, we can record the pull-ups on the app. A lot of people will be like, well, I don't really want to do any pull-ups. Well, the bars are there to encourage you, and then also if you're doing it for someone, it kind of gives you a reason to do pull-ups in honor of the fallen. The app makes it interactive. In this day and age of social media, when you go onto the app, you can actually read the bio of the service member you're doing them for, so it comes to life. If you want to hit the slide. So the first set that's going to go up in our inaugural bars is in honor of Lance Corporal Nick Larson. He was a Marine that served, and he's from Wheaton, Illinois. The bars are going to be erected in the park he grew up in, across from his boyhood home. Nick Larson died in Fallujah back in 2004. When this whole project was coming together and the idea came to me as a former Marine, I was discussing it with my wife, and she said, my friend Kelly, her cousin, passed away in Iraq, and it happened to be Lance Corporal Nick Larson. So as a fellow Marine, I never officially knew him, but what a better way to honor a Marine than with a pull-up bar, because Marines do a lot of pull-ups, so do all the other branches of service. If you want to hit the slide. So we've teamed up with New Toys and Landscape Structures. They're the provider of the equipment. Great companies. Our charity is buying the equipment itself, and then the poured-in-place surface. We're just requesting from the board or the park district to help with the preparation of the foundation and making it accessible for handicap. And our goal is to have them installed by mid-May so we can have it up by Memorial Day. I'll hit the slide. So the inaugural set is just the beginning. It all starts here in Wheaton. Pull-up bars for Patriots is a dream and vision, and your town's going to be to honor Lance Corporal Nick Larson. So since September 11th, over 6,900 service members have fallen, have died in the line of duty. We're going to honor them with pull-up bars all around. We are in talks with other communities about installing other bars, but the excitement is just beginning. So we come out tonight just to kind of present, ask you for your help in helping us raise the bars, and just to get the community to work behind us, and when we have ribbon cutting, making it a big celebration in honor of the fallen. So thank you very much, and do you have any questions?
Any questions?
Very impressive, thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your work.
Thank you so much. Somebody have a motion ready regarding this?
Yeah, I'll move to approve Park District staff to install the donated pull-up bar equipment in Rathje Park and contributing $8,500 to the cost of the related unitary surfacing.
Second.
Motion by Fahey, second by Fry. Any discussion?
Worthwhile project.
We can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, Greg. Let's move on to reports from staff. Mike?
Nothing further to add in the form of a report, other than to announce that there is a need to change our subcommittee meeting schedule for March, from March 6th to March 13th. If that's acceptable to the board, we would make the proper notifications.
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, then we'll move on to commissioners' comments. We can get them all. Finance reports, the special reports, do everything you got ready.
Ray?
You ready to go?
No, just the two reports that we did get on the special events and the Parks Plus Fitness Center. Very nice reports, a lot of great information. Thank you very much. Did have a question on the staff reports. Sue indicated that she met with and did a presentation on the Zoo Master Plan to 19 potential supporters. Have you gotten any kind of response from those 19?
I don't know. I would have to check with Sue on that and get back to you on that.
Okay, all right. That's all I have. Thank you.
Gee.
Wow.
That was quick. I'm going to try. Wow, I don't know if I can do that. Thanks, staff, for the special event report. The exec summary is great, but, more importantly, I don't think anybody can eclipse, our success in all the special events we do. I know it's a lot of work, but you all rise to the occasion and you do a great job. So keep it up. Thanks. Michelle, thanks for the Parks Plus Fitness, et cetera report. Again, the executive summary is very helpful to get us through it. Thanks for all the promotions that you're doing, because we are, we need to stay competitive. There's a lot of people competing for our people, but I think you're trying to stay ahead of the game, and I appreciate that. I wonder if our staff has looked at, I know that you've done a cross comparison of costs and so forth, and I'm not asking for a comment or an answer tonight, but I would wonder if we are staying competitive in our pricing, and whether or not, based on what we offer, if we're too high. So, I'll address that with Mike another time. But, the Silver Sneakers program, Michelle, that's quite, exciting and important, and, it seems like that's growing all the time. So,
Good addition.
it is a good addition. And it looks like you're adding a lot of additional programs, and that's really helpful. So I thank you for doing that. Keep up the good work on all the races. We still, our attendance, in my opinion, even in inclement weather, is good. So thanks for all your work.
John?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Jane?
I wanted to thank Margie Wilhelmi and her staff for the brochure and all of the help that they offer us. Frequently, I will contact Margie, and she will always offer her services, and Rob's as well. But
Margie offers Rob's. Everybody offers Rob's. Okay.
poor Rob. But Margie, I just want to. The new brochure looks great. There were some extraordinarily good photos, particularly a lot of the kids' photos in the brochure were really prize photos. I really noticed this particular brochure more than others. I wanted to ask, and Michelle, I'm glad you're still here, because I'm not sure, aquatics adult classes, are those under your auspices or under the pool? They're under yours. So that's where we'd go in that section of the brochure to look for those things? Yes. Okay, great. And then Rick Napier was here earlier. He commented that one of the things that Rec Track did this year was that they were able to calculate how many Ronald McDonald coupons were used in Ronald McDonald House. I know some of you are aware that the Park District offers the visitors and residents at that Ronald McDonald House the opportunity to use Park District facilities. And I just wanted to know if we could get a count for what that is. I know that, I think, again, Margie, you shared photos, or Mike, you shared photos with us of some of the kids using the pools and Causely and so forth. I thought that was great. And 64? Okay, great. Thank you. And then I noticed that the cancellation rates have gone down, so that was good. And I just want to comment on that.
Thanks, Shane. Bob?
Nope.
Kevin?
I thought the report's very comprehensive. Thank you for the time in putting these together. And for those at home watching, I would suggest go to the website and read these reports. And hello to Carol.
I got just a couple quick comments. The special event report was worth it just for the picture of Novak and the gator covered in yellow dye. Looks spectacular there, young fella. Also, we hosted with those special events 90,000 people, which is pretty amazing because a lot of those people are in downtown Wheaton, and so they're not only just going to the events, but they're visiting the restaurants and the shops and everything in downtown Wheaton. And so there's not just the impact of what we're raising for charity, for our organizations, for our not-for-profit volunteers, but what we're doing for the entire downtown Wheaton and the Wheaton and Wheaton proper, and just bringing in all those people to spend money in downtown Wheaton. I think it's terrific. And then real quick on the report for the fitness center, Michelle, 5% is the only, we're 95% retention, I'll put it that way. So I think that's terrific. It's amazing with a competitor opening up in almost every storefront that we're able to hold on to our members at Park Fitness. So that's terrific. That's all I got. Anything else for the good of the order?
Move to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, me.
Second.
Second by Fay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries.